So if you can start off, let us know who you are and what is it that you do professionally.
Hi, my name is Andy. I do two jobs. I'm a driving instructor and I also play bass in a band. So I'm out most weekends playing for 2 or 3 hours a night.
And what's been the biggest issue that you've been dealing with over this time?
Over years, really, my biggest problem has been my back. I got it damaged in a car crash many years ago. And when my kids were growing up, I couldn't pick them up for more than about 5 minutes at a time. I was on stupid amounts of painkillers every day. I just really couldn't move at all. So I needed to find something that would enable me to actually get back into being kind of fit and healthy. And so I started doing the gym stuff.
And we've been working together for about 6 months now.
Yep.
What do you think has been the biggest win for you so far?
Biggest win in the last 6 months, I think, it really is I've got some quite distinct muscle definition going on, not just on my arms, but my shoulders feel bigger. Got some pecs going on. I've even got some abs going on, although they are still slightly hidden under a little bit of fat that's still there. But
And how old are you again?
I'm 61.
61 years old, and you're building muscle.
And I'm building muscle.
And what's been the biggest before and after claim that we could make from when you started working with my program to now?
I think the biggest thing I've noticed is that we did some deadlifts with a barbell the other week, and I think the most I've ever lifted on a barbell before was 80 kilos, and that was heavily strapped with a weightlifting belt. And the other week I lifted 95 without a weightlifting belt, and it wasn't an issue on my back at all, which is brilliant as far as I'm concerned. So pretty much my first more than body weight deadlift, which was cool.
That is absolutely brilliant. That is a massive change. So what is it that made you want to pull the trigger to work with me in the beginning?
Initially, I damaged my shoulder when I was doing just the gym I was at before. And it was getting to a point where I could literally only do one session a week. And I was having to spend time for that to recover. And so the biggest thing was to try and find something that I could do more than once a week. So that it was a softer impact on my body, and so I thought I'd give it a try and see what happened.
Okay. So you've been able to work out much more consistently.
Yeah.
You've been going 3 to 4 days a week.
Yep.
Every week since June, and in that time, in the past 6 months, you've only had one single week off.
Yeah,
in that whole time.
Yeah, and that's my back had a bit of a hissy fit at one point, and which was a regular occurrence, building up not just over the last few years, but over the last goodness knows how many years. My back would go comfortably once a month, and I said I was on all sorts of different painkillers, diazepam, everything, just to try and get rid of the pain. So yeah, once in 6 months is a real bonus.
That's a pretty good trade-off, I'd say. Okay, so what would you have to say to someone if they're watching this right now and they're thinking about coming on board and work with me to deal with their chronic pain, but they're uncertain? They're not really sure if this is something that they should do. What would you have to say to them?
I think the biggest thing that I found is because it's bands and it's a soft pull, you're not getting that jar on your body. You're
like
getting
the jerking.
You're not getting that big jerk to make something move. You're getting a nice, gentle, soft movement, still lifting weight and still pulling weight, and I'm most probably pulling more weight than I ever have done. But because I'm not trying to lift 100 kilos off the floor, it makes such a massive difference because there's not that impact on my body.
That's amazing. So you've been able to work out much more consistently. You don't have as much pain in your body.
Nowhere near.
And in fact, I think we'd say that overall, in terms of both exercise and daily life, you have overall less pain.
Oh, without a doubt. Way less pain, It's been great. So my body seems to have a little spasm, but we'll go back to where it should be rather than spasm and stay wrong and cause me to have to go to a chiropractor to get it all clipped back in. We'll go, don't do that, and then it's fine.
Brilliant. Well, thank you so much for your time, Andy.
That's absolutely fine.